We've got basketball action from New Orleans, Louisiana, home of the Pelicans, here on 2K Sports. The NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. On the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. For the Pelicans, happy to be here in New Orleans right now in the midst of a homestand. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Booker. Lock at 6. Back to Murray. Johnson with the rebound. And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
And so it's the Heat getting on the board first.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Goes beast from around.
First team foul.
Take the beast from around him.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Back to Murray. Just 5 on the clock.
Yeah, that's great defense by Adebayo, making it tough on his opponent.
Booker outside. One bird. No good that time. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. The three drills the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pelicans still look like they're getting going. Looking for their first basket of the game. Booker, good.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker. And now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
Out left to the wing. Banton's shot is off.
Yeah, they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Murray, good.
Yeah, 2 tough points from Murray. He's got some grit to his game.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Johnson gets the bucket.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And a deep three from Booker. The long-distance three is buried.
Difficult shot. There are only a handful of players in this league with Booker's range.
And so Booker will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And there's the foul. It'll go on Delano Banton. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Murray down low. It's stolen. Pass to Adebayo. A jump hook. Banked in off the glass. Adebayo's got his second bucket tonight.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
The Heat with the lead. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
To the left wing. Jump to finish it off. A beauty.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Willie Green gave me a few minutes to talk with him. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Johnson. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Pelicans trail by 4. And here's Booker from the arc. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, Adebayo there throwing it down with a little attitude.
Dick wide open. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Whitehead's shot is off. And it's the Pelicans' ball. They trail by 3 from the baseline. And Ware pulls it down. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Shot's good by Whitehead.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pass to Messi. Misses from close range.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Sweet move. And it's Murray with the jam.
If the opportunity presents itself, Murray will explode to the rim.
Now, here is Russell. That will count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Heat.
18.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Miami.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Booker looking around. 6 on the shot clock. Hey, Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that at all?
Oh, Kevin, that definitely happens. Players are concerned about all of those numbers, shooting percentages being one of them, because they become a factor in contract negotiations. But they have to realize, number one, you've got to do what gives your team a chance to win. And number two, with all the analytics, teams separate out what they call heaves at the end of quarters.
Stolen by Gordon. To the middle. Here's Adebayo.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Markovic. Drives to the hoop.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Outside, Russell. Pass to Banton. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Here's Banton. Gets rebounded by New Orleans.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And, Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And, Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
Pelicans trailed by 7. Here's Kinsey. It's not going to go for him. Here's Whitehead. Buries the long-range jumper. Whitehead's got 6 points in the quarter.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And here's the fast break. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Back to Gordon. Lets the 3 fly. Markovic tipped away and stolen by Russell. Inside, Banton, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Here's Kinsey. Hasn't made one yet. And they pick up 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Heat leading by 10. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Ware. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Ware's got 5.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And the New Orleans Pelicans with another turnover here.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
And here's Miami. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Can't throw it down with one hand.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Here's Kinsey. He has yet to score. Markovic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks, Kevin?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about
but
now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Miami leading by 14. It's intercepted. .104 left to play here in the half. Shots good by Banton.
For three.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Misses in close. And here are the Heat. They're on an 18-5 run here. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both sides of the floor.
And the dunk by Dick.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like a Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Banton. Here's Ware. His 3-pointers off the mark. It's Dick on the wing. Comes up empty down low. And so it's the Miami Heat feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. They stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
And we haven't even mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
Ware, no good. Pelicans trailed by 18. It's Dick on the wing. Ripped away. Floats it up for Adebayo. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, he can do that. Adebayo's an excellent athlete, even by NBA standards.
A quick shot there, and it's off target.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Here's Ware. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feed. Ware's got 8 points.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Well, you get a lot with Murray. Size in the backcourt. He plays at a high level on both ends. Very difficult matchup.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Pass to Ware. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
90 seconds now into the second half. Johnson outside. Takes the three. And the Heat, another three.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And he recovers it. Here's Murray. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Wide open. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And again, New Orleans has no luck. And here's Miami. They're on a 9-1 run right now. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lots of room. And again, no good by New Orleans. Driving the lane.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
Johnson, a wide-open look. Off target from three-point range. Murray outside. Baseline Jay on the way. No good. Shot missing.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush. And it's the Heat with the ball. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Banton. And he slams it one-handed.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. The finish. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
Yeah, he's adding a little spice on that finish. I didn't know Bam had that in him.
And here's Booker. 7 points in the game. There's the three. The putback.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Goes up again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
An elite offensive threat. Booker continues to try and find ways to improve his game.
All right, Stan, a hypothetical situation. Down one, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. Was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
And the situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Now, Booker, after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
Pass to Baji. Here's Whitehead. Traps in the tray. Whitehead's got 12 in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They host the Clippers after this game. From past the arc, Dick can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
D'Angelo Russell.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Murray down low. He's got 11. Oh, and he misses the dunk. To the wing right side. Here's Whitehead. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Miami Heat, leading by a full 31.
The Heat, 61.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And it's the Heat with the ball. Russell looking around. Pass to Whitehead. Puts up a deep 3. The shot, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Launches it. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Do you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Don't forget, Murray's steal started the fast break.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Whitehead. Baji. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Murray. Here's Kinsey. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And here are the Heat now. Pass to Gordon. Back to Russell. Outside for Martin. Here's Whitehead. Offensive rebound. Outside, Russell. Sinks the triple.
D'Angelo Russell.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
D'Angelo Russell.
Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps, and this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through. Yeah, and Murray can do so many things on the court, including setting up his teammates.
Let's get an update on Devin Booker. What's the status, David?
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Pelicans. And unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is all.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the Heat call time here. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
And some changes here for the Heat. On defense, New Orleans. Johnson for three. Bangs home the trifecta.
For three.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Brown for the three. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Kinsey. That one doesn't drop. And the NBA help in the air and down hard. Woo!
Oh, stop.
That shot misses. And here's Miami. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Fourth team foul. Substitution for your players. Lindbergh. Devin Booker.
1:56 left to play here in the fourth. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple.
Every chance he gets, Booker willing to take that shot. A consistent three-point shooter.
The three. Messi grabs the rebound. Here's Dick. From outside, off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Heat.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Pulls up on the wing, and it's Gordon missing. And so it's New Orleans with it. Down low, stolen. With the drive. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Now here's Booker, and there it is for him.
And that's lethal. I love how Booker's eyes light up when he gets a mid-range opportunity.
Outside, Russell launches a three. Good on the three-point shot.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And so Miami takes this one by a...
It's rice and gravy down here, man. Everything is rice and gravy. No, not gravy, gravy. Cause yo, down here, you either going to Rice Street or you going to Grady. Word. Drop top, I'm behind the wheel. No, for real. Count $100 bill. No, for real. On my ops, they just wanna chill. No, for real. If we get caught, we don't squeal. No, for real. Every time I drop a tape, it come with a golden seal. Other acting fake. No, I'm so for real. Other fake, but I'ma let it go for real. For real. The slave. Quality moccasins, we rock. Day I went shopping. And when the tape dropping, it ain't hard to tell you they ain't popping. Overweight, weight watching, put a play fake option. I'ma play the whole game like it ain't no rules. Wide awake, why I sell boat shoes? It's a mystery, but ain't no clues. Ain't for free, that's why I charge whatever I so choose. Hey, I'm the only you. Yo, I be master speaking. Left your eardrums bleeding. Son, Northeast, Ohio, Cleveland. We always get even. Throw you in the quit breathing, when it quit dreaming. You gon' have to catch me in Neiman's. I be moving like Shadow Stevens. Underground warlords, we battle demons. Send that your Adam's apple region. That's how I leave. Dreams from the block.